René Descartes is one of the most famous philosophers of all time. His contributions to mathematics, science, and philosophy have shaped the way we think about the world today. But did you know there are some interesting stories about Descartes that you may not have heard before? Born in France in 1596, Descartes was a brilliant thinker and writer. He is perhaps most famous for his statement, cogito, ergo sum, or, I think, therefore I am. But there is much more to Descartes than just that one famous phrase. Descartes was interested in the natural world and was one of the first scientists to use a microscope to study the structure of plants and animals. He also made important contributions to geometry and algebra, and is credited with inventing the coordinate plane. In addition to his work in science and mathematics, Descartes was also interested in astronomy. He studied the works of Galileo and was one of the first people to use a telescope to observe the stars and planets. But perhaps the most interesting story about Descartes is his time spent traveling throughout Europe. He spent time in France, Italy, the Netherlands, and other countries, meeting with other thinkers and intellectuals. In Paris, Descartes frequented cafes and other gathering places where he would engage in lively debates with other philosophers and scientists. It was during this time that he developed many of his famous ideas about reason, doubt, and knowledge. Descartes was also an avid letter writer, corresponding with many of the leading thinkers of his time. His letters provide fascinating insights into his personality and his ideas about the world. Despite his many contributions to philosophy and science, Descartes was not always well received during his lifetime. Some of his ideas were seen as controversial, and he was even accused of heresy by some religious authorities. Today, however, Descartes is widely regarded as one of the most important thinkers in history. His ideas about reason, doubt, and knowledge continue to influence the way we think about the world today. So the next time you think about René Descartes, remember that there is more to him than just cogito, ergo sum. He was a brilliant scientist, mathematician, and philosopher who traveled the world, corresponded with other great minds, and left behind a legacy that still resonates with us today.